Hello and welcome to another Pleasure Beach winter update here on the Sea of the Coast Fan YouTube channel. It is the Sunday the 12th of February 2023 and the weather, as you can see, it's dry, it's calm and it's about 10 degrees, so it's a perfect conditions to get out and do another update. So we're going to start with the casino building. You can see just in front of us. We've done a lot of work over the recent months, start of January and into February, by completely plastering up these two big walls. Obviously you have one now on the left and a small one to the right, and they are starting to put back on the signage on the front of the building. You can see it says Pleasure just about there, and obviously the beach will go to the right hand side of that. But yeah, this will be the new entrance this way to the ticket centre. Obviously they've left the signage there that says ticket centre, because the old one did used to be just under the Funshine archway there and round the back where the toilets are in the car park. But yeah, that's going to be a new shop for this year, as I said a few episodes ago. I'm not too sure why it's going to be a shop. I'd rather it be a ticket centre, but yeah, hey ho. But yeah, the new entrant will be here for the ticket centre. The park opens in about a month's time, March 18th, so just over a month to go until the park reopens for the 2023 season, and it should be a good year in the park. There's no new attractions this year, unless we do get that rumoured Ferris wheel, but it's looking unlikely now. But yeah, the casino building is still getting some TLC, which is good to see. So we'll do our usual path. We'll head down there towards the tunnel, through the tunnel, and come back round the back of the car park and end just over there. So yeah, let's go crack on and see what we can see today. Well, I've only had to come a few hundred yards from the casino building, and the arcade here just outside the park is open for guests to come in and play on the slot machines and 2p machines, stuff like that. I don't know how long it's been open for, if it's been open for since the start of February, or if it's just open now because it is the start of half term. I'm not too sure, but yeah, the arcade here at the park is open. So a bit further down the promenade now, and of course the big one. It's not going to be a long discussion on it today, because obviously the track work is now on and it is completed. Obviously it was done last week on the 10th and the 9th of February for Dip 4. Obviously we did have the big crane on the promenade with two-way temporary traffic lights whilst they installed the 8 and 9 sections onto the ride, and obviously they did complete a little tower of track work just over here. But yeah, just worth pointing out as well, look at the amount of cars in the car park and on the prom. It's a fairly busy day here in Blackpool. I mean, we do have the sandcastle open, so they might be here just for the sandcastle. But yeah, Blackpool Beach is busy. As I say, the big one's track here and over there is all complete. So yeah, not much to talk about on the big one up until testing. I have had a few messages saying when will testing commence, and I wouldn't be surprised if Scott has also in his videos about the track going on. I'm gonna say start of March. That's what I'm gonna say, because obviously you gotta think, you still got all this scaffolding up here. They need to put the evacuation platform back on, much like they have over here, and there is a wire. You can't see the wire, but there is a wire for people who wear safety harnesses and walk the track. That hasn't been attached back onto the new track yet, so they need to put that on, put the evacuation platform back on, and obviously put the trains back on. So yeah, start of March, I'd say. First week of March is my guess for testing, but it could be wrong, but who knows. But yeah, the big one is awaiting testing for now. Righty ho, so I'll have a quick look into the Infusion area. The queue line, the bridge has been tucked away as it is every year. We've got a red basket in the centre fountain area. We've got some scaffolding as well in the far corner just over there. And as for the last update, I talked about a tower scaffolding just here. Well, that is all completed and been put away. Right, so I'm now looking at the Pleasure Beach Express train station, and there's a ton of scaffolding up from the station, as you can see. I'm guessing they're doing some repainting work, because last year they did replace all of this wall here. Oh, it's just going out of focus. There you are. They did replace all of this wall last year, and I would imagine with the scaffolding being over here now, they're just replacing the woodwork for the station and giving it a fresh coat of paint, because it does need it anyway. I mean, the top half should be red and it's more orange at the minute. So yeah, the train even is getting some much needed TLC. I had to stop the Infusion bit suddenly then, because there was some loudmouth idiots coming down swearing and stuff like that. But as I was saying about Infusion though, the scaffolding that was at the bottom of the drop, they've obviously done all the safety inspections needed, hence why it has been tucked down and moved over here to the train or the back half of Infusion. So yeah, good to see them two rides getting the TLC. Just a quick update on the Nickelodeon street kit. Obviously I've been saying in the past updates as well that they've had some scaffolding up on the lift hill on this turn and retracking the wood on the first turn up there as well. It looks like they've done the left hand rail. Obviously I can't see the right hand rail from this angle. I would imagine they've done both sides, but yeah, I would imagine once the ride reopens on March 18th it'll give a smoother experience, much like the big one is, and obviously Grand National was last year after its retracking work as well. But yeah, just a flying visit to see the update on Nickelodeon Street today. Much like Nickelodeon Street, we'll just have a flying visit on an update on the Grand National. Again, not a lot has changed that I can visibly see from the ground. We still have the red rubbish chute here for any bolts and any wood that needs to be put down quickly into a skip. We've got a little bit of ladders and walkways up there, but as I say, not a lot has visibly changed from my last update on Nickelodeon Street or Grand National. I would imagine it's the same as Streak though, they're just retracking bits of wood on this turn into the drop. But yeah, it's very hard to get updates on the weekends because obviously I do work midweek, and this is when the work is happening at the park in the midweek. So by the time I finish work, they finish work, or it's going dark. So it's very hard to get updates, but I do my best, and I hope you still enjoy these updates that I do manage to get for you during the winter seasons here at the Pleasure Beach. But yeah, Streak and National, just a flying visit to see what changes I can see from the ground. Looking out into Bond Street car park, this track that used to be on Dip 4 is still over there, mixed in with a load of older ride parts like the green teacups you can see, some Dora's World Voyage boats, some monorail boats, and a big pile of sand, but I'm not too sure what that's for either. And also I've just found some new signs in the car park, which you can just see one here with a QR code on it. I'll put some screenshots as to what it actually is on your screen now, but basically if you scan the QR code when you park here, it saves you paying at the box when you come into the car park, because it'll come up saying, is this East Bond Street car park, or I'd imagine if you park in the other one, Balmoral car park. Obviously you click yes, and then the next screenshot is where you sign in and presumably you pay for your parking. But yeah, you can see another one just on the back of that shed over there. But yeah, it's very interesting. So maybe they're not going to have car parking staff taking cash over there this year where you would pay. Maybe they're going to get you to scan the QR code and pay by card over your mobile phone, which is going to be a bit interesting. So yeah, I'll put the screenshots on your screen again anyway, just so you can see what I'm on about. So yeah, as I say, here's one of them signs. You've got one here, one over there, and then one just by the exit over there. But yeah, these signs, as you can see, it says welcome to the East Car Park Bond Street, which is what this one is. Obviously the opening times are whatever the park is at the time. And yeah, the QR code is there. Obviously if you want to scan it, you can scan it, and then them screenshots will say, is this East Car Park Bond Street? Yes. And then you would pay whatever this car park price is on your screen, and I would imagine, as I just said earlier, with different signage for that car park over there. So yeah, very interesting to see for this year. Right, so I've now come into the main car park here at Pleasure Beach, and lo and behold, we have some more of this new signage for the car park. There's another one here, another one just on that wall over there, and I imagine, yeah, I can see two more. One over there by the women's toilets, and one over there by the men's toilets. So yeah, I'm thinking this year they're trying to push people to use the app and the QR code here to scan and park. Pay for your parking even, because obviously this one says North Car Park to Balmoral Road. So yeah, these are fairly new, these signage as well. As it says, the same rule North car park, Balmoral Street, opening times daily until midnight. And yeah, you scan the QR code, as I say, and it will say, is this North car park, Balmoral? You click yes, and then it asks you to sign in, or sign in as a guest to pay for your parking. But yeah, it's very interesting to see that Pleasure Beach are now trialling this system for this year. But yeah, that's going to do it though for this year. Not this year, bloody hell. We're not even at the start of the season yet. There'll be plenty more updates, don't you, Roy? Just me cocking up there. But yeah, we've walked around, we've showed you a bit of the construction still happening on the casino building. We've showed you an update on the big one, which there wasn't really to talk about because obviously it's finished and completed. Bit of news on Pleasure Beach Express and Infusion, and also a flying visit to Grand National and Nickelodeon Streak, with now these new signs appearing in the car park for 2023. So yeah, thank you for watching it. I do hope you've enjoyed these videos. There'll be plenty more to come, don't worry, it's not the last one of the year, as I said. Plenty more to come, and I'll see you all in the next video here from the Pleasure Beach. So yeah, goodbye.
Experience vertical